Hey, everybody, it's Eri from Tokyo. This is your cryptocurrency update from Japan. And earlier today, I was feeling a little irritated. Yeah, the following Bitcoin's every move I felt was just to the point where it's getting ridiculous, right? We saw these gains pushing through yesterday, and then I wake up this morning and it was kind of just a sea of red again. I had enough. I said, I'm going for a walk. Well, I did take a walk, 2 hours, and I put in a lot of steps, nearly 2 miles, and I came back and I felt better. So now I'm going to put together this video so that you can get an idea of what's going on, because of course there is a lot that is happening. In fact, 3 hours ago we got an announcement from Swift. I'm going to talk about that because you'll want to know what it is. And also a new airdrop. Yeah, a new airdrop for XRP holders. It was revealed today with a new white paper that was published. And then who is supporting the Flare token Songbird distribution? I have that list for you, and it's going to be updated so you'll know where to look. And Polysign, the project that has been for so long a stealth project, but I'm telling you now that the CEO is yelling from the rooftops. Yes, he sure is. And RippleNet, it is live somewhere in a new country, but you won't believe it because it's with the largest digital bank in the world. And is XRP involved? Well, hang on. I'm going to talk about that. First, let's go and see what Swift is doing. So Swift, I think, used to be thought of as a rival, but actually, I don't see them that way because they're still not solving the problem that XRP solves. They are improving their speed and efficiency and transparency with this new GPI. And now they have Swift Go, and it's using the GPI rails. So they have a faster straight-through processing. Good for them. They can track. Good for them. They have these fees between big banks, which are 7 right now, that are pre-agreed upon. So does it say anywhere in this business wire release that things are going to be cheaper? No. This is not a make it cheaper. This is let the banks know ahead of time how much it's really going to cost so they can really charge that customer appropriately. Most importantly, it doesn't solve the tied up capital that we have in the Nostro accounts, which is found in correspondent banking partners. That is how Swift makes the money move around the planet. They require these banks to tie up capital in the other partner account. And we've got trillions of dollars that are tied up around the globe. This is not a time in the economic times that we are in to have all of those trillions of dollars tied up. So no, it doesn't solve what XRP is solving. And I don't see Swift as a rival, to be honest. When you look at the growth of those digital banks out there that are using e-wallets and that are servicing the unbanked, and the fact that mobile phones are now everybody's bank in their pocket, and the apps that are out there, the barrier to actually be a money transmitter and provide the services it's not like it was 20 years ago. So sorry, I just don't see the banks that are using Swift as a solution that is better than RippleNet plus XRP. No, I'm sorry, don't see it. Don't see it. And to my point, and I'm not going to belabor this because the last thing I want to do is talk about Swift too much in this video because we have more exciting things to think about. But when I brought up the T365 that isn't even a Ripple partner, and he was on a panel with the Currency Cloud CEO, and he said that blockchain plus digital asset is the only way to go in the future. So I look at this and I say, okay, yeah, good for you guys. You're going to know how much it's going to cost. And finally, you've got a little bit more speed. And finally, you've got some transparency. But you've still got trillions tied up around the world in that correspondent banking, which, by the way, is decreasing significantly every year. All right, Mickey B. Fresh. I am so glad he gave me this heads up. I think he's going to do a big video on this. And oh, you know what though? I'm not going to that story yet. I want to tell you, Gary Gensler has a new Twitter account, and I did send off a Twitter to him, a tweet to him today, and I said welcome, because he said I'm new here on Twitter. Do you really think he knows what he signed up for? I don't think so. A little about me. I'm a dad of 3, avid runner and hiker, and the 33rd chair of the SEC. If you have any interest in investor protection or in fair, orderly, and efficient markets, then shoot me a follow. Well, we followed him. I'm sure the XRP community, and as many of the crypto Twitter people are on Twitter, I'm sure he is a little surprised at how fast his account blew up. But I don't think he's really prepared for what's coming. I think I stayed pretty polite. I said welcome. And to kick off your success on Twitter, please have the professional courtesy to respond to the communication sent to your agency from Attorney John Deaton that sheds light on the interest of protection. This speaks for 19,000 retail investors. Actually, I think it speaks for more than 19,000 retail investors, but I'm using this figure because that's what John Deaton uses when he talks about those that he's representing in the case. So, but we all know it's a whole lot more than that. So I know that this isn't going to make a dent of difference, but I will tell you that someone said that account is fake. It's not. Let me show you here. This is the @sec.gov site with the blue check mark that's been verified as for real. And here is @Gary Gensler. That is indeed the account that I now am following and tweeted. And the reason why he doesn't have a blue check mark for verification is because it takes time. I actually went through the process of requesting because I had huge problems with imposters last year, huge problems. And I can't get it because that's not really my name, and I'm not famous enough to be able to use my you know, kind of handle or moniker name. I'm just not able to do it. So I was turned down, and I'm sure that he's going to apply for that. And I'm sure you're going to see the blue check mark on his account soon. All right. This is what Mickey B. Fresh gave me a heads up about. This is a white paper that was published, and it's going to be big because they have a white paper that uses the hooks on the XRP ledger. That is going to control a layer 2 smart contracts. Woohoo! On the ledger. So release the balloons. This is going to be global. It's going to be decentralized, and it's going to have a network of nodes, which are basically computers that will operate, and those that operate it will receive this native token called Evers. And Evers is going to enable these apps to run on the network. So Evers, which has a ticker of EVRS, the smallest unit is called now, like the smallest unit in XRP is called a drop. Yes, you are going to get the airdrop as an XRP holder. It'll happen when they launch. There'll be the first drop to the devs, second drop to the testers, and the third drop to the XRP holders. These tokens are going to have instant utility and be used as exchange for the services. The max supply is only at 30,965,760. Very small amount, relatively speaking, compared to many of the many of the projects out there. So I think look for Mickey B. Fresh. He's going to no doubt do a really good in-depth video on this. I'm just positive. And so I just want to let you know to look for his channel. And I wouldn't doubt Patty is going to join him, and the two of them will really dive deep and look into what's going on here. The person who's behind this is Scott Chamberlain. He is one of the co-founders. The project is called Evernode. And what's interesting is that he was featured in the Ripple Insights back in March 2020. He's the entrepreneurial fellow at the Australian National University. And he's part of the UBRI, which is an initiative that Ripple rolled out globally to turbocharge the universities with their study of blockchain. And I guess I want to say UBRI seems to be working. It's great. It's really great. I love this development. As you know, I really get excited with what's being built on the ledger. All right, I am moving to show you that the Songbird Canary Network and who is going to support the distribution is being tracked by ftso.au. So if you go on Twitter at ftso.au, or you can go to their blog, which is at the address up there. You can find them at ftso.com.au and then go. But you can see that BitTrue and Bitso so far have confirmed. CoinSpot, eToro, GateHub, Nexo, SWY, FTX, and Uphold are considering. Man, Uphold, I hope you don't let us down. And no intention so far is BTC Markets. They're in Australia. But you know what? I want to tell you something. I read something that someone DM'd me, and it did say that they are going to, and this came from, I'm sure, the account that was authorized to say so, because I saw some other previous conversation prior to that. They are going to safeguard the Songbird tokens. I do believe they're going to do it eventually. I think they possibly are feeling a little bit pushed in terms of time frame, because they are trying to find the resources to do it. And I guess it's just something that they feel a little bit stressed to do. So the fact that they said that they would safeguard the tokens, I have a feeling that they'll eventually let them out for distribution. Okay, so where are we going now? We're going to talk about Polysign. Polysign is the stealth project that really has come out with a bang. And this is because of the CEO, Jack McDonald. He is on the circuit. I'm telling you, he's been on the circuit for a few weeks now, telling the story, drumming up institutional business. So why does this matter to you or me? Well, he is putting big money into cryptocurrency. And I'm talking, you know, the biggest type of moneyed people and institutional wealth into crypto. And they are going to be able to drive up the market cap. I'm kind of telling you right now that I'll probably call this whole YouTube channel thing a closed chapter when we hit 10 trillion in the market cap. That's kind of my goal. I want to see this total market cap get to 10 trillion. And then I can look back and say, wow, that was a really good chapter in my life. And so they have this standard custody and trust. Polysign is the parent company. This is for institutional grade digital asset custody. It's a all-in-one solution. And this is a really great video here that came to me from XRP News, at XRP News _. Thank you so much for sending me this. And I want to play just about a minute. Yeah. And you can hear the CEO, Jack McDonald, talk about the interest that they're getting. I need to tell you, though, I need to preface this with they are They have the investment money coming from Cowen. And Cowen is one of the top 10 investment banks globally. And they led this $53 million Series B round of financing. And in doing so, the reason why they chose to use Cowen is because of the network possibilities. And listen to how much business Cowen is throwing them.
And we recently did a Series B round that was led by Cowen, the investment bank in the U.S., a mid-size, it's a top 10 investment bank in the U.S., extremely nimble organization. And in the 6 weeks that we've been partnering with them, we've had over 45 calls with institutions that they service in their organization. And I can tell you, Jury, that the appetite to invest into digital assets is there. We're getting a lot of feedback, and this was one of our thesis and why we selected Cowen to lead our round, is that together with a known counterpart, a familiar face, if you will, for these institutions, it's much easier to envision investing in the space as opposed to a institution coming new to the digital asset industry.
Yeah, 45 calls. They're going to be able to blow up this space. So Gary's Twitter is blowing up, and Jack McDonald's going to blow up the market cap. All right, yesterday I talked about how I was trying to find, and I've been trying to find for months, if Nubank was connected to RippleNet. It's been driving me crazy. If you even knew how many hours over the course of many different times trying to see if I could find a connection, because Nubank is golden goose egg, everybody. And I got it yesterday. I got it through Brazilian media. Actually, to tell you how I did it, I actually went into Chinese media first, and the Chinese media took me over to the Brazilian media article, and they started on the 26th. And the reason why this whole thing came up yesterday in the video is because Brad Garlinghouse is going to be on a panel in Aspen, and that panel member that he's going to be talking to is Sigal Mondaker. And I took a look. They are an outfit in Palo Alto, and they have invested in a lot of different projects. And one of the projects that they have invested into was Nubank. And so I said to myself, oh my God, there's got to be a connection. Just has to be a connection here. And sure enough, it came out today. So this is with international transfer. Yes, they are going to use RippleNet. And I want you to just listen to my 7 facts here, okay? So Nubank will use Ripple to provide international transfers. Okay, listen to fact number 1. Nubank just raised $750 million in a mega round, and it was led by Berkshire Hathaway. Yeah, so definitely say hello to Warren Buffett. Number 2, the fact is that they are now at a valuation of $30 billion. It's big, everybody. Number 3, they are the biggest digital bank in the world by customers. Take a guess. What do you think? They have 40 million customers. Number 4 in the fact list, they serve the unbanked. That's why I'm telling you, I think something like 32% of the Brazilian population is unbanked. So I am just telling you that when I see these things that Swift is doing, and then I see things that the agile, booming business of Nubank, I just don't get that worried anymore. I think we used to shake in our boots 3-4 years ago with Swift, and I just don't do it anymore. Number 5, XRP holders, please look at this next fact. The fact is they are going to use RippleNet through Remesa Online. Ramesa Online is powered by BTech. They were both on stage at the 2019 Swell event by Ripple. And when they became a partner, they were asked on Twitter if they were going to use XRP. And this was their answer. We are live on Xcurrent. That's the old terminology used, which means that they use the Ripple net rails, but they don't use the digital asset XRP. And then it goes on to say, but we do plan to expand to XRP sometime in the near future. We'll keep you guys updated. Okay, so it's February 5th, 2019. Things always take a little more time than you want them to in this space, right? Okay, here comes fact number 6. Garlinghouse, if you remember, had that kind of under the table meeting, but it was discovered through the agenda from the president of the Central Bank of Brazil, remember? So they had a meeting. And everyone was like, wow, what is going on? Well, I just heard the Darren Moore. You're going to see a fantastic video from him. I'm one of his Patreon members. He had a video out for the Patreon members today that has Mr. Wallace from Ripple talking about how whenever they go into a new country, they have to get permission from the central bank. Watch for that video with Darren XRP. You are going to be amazed. Yeah. Oh, I'm not taking his fire or his wind out of his sail, but what he found was really great. Okay, so they, I'm sure, in my opinion, were getting the permission from the central bank at that time. And fact number 7, Marjan Delatine, she used to be with Ripple. She has since gone on to the company called Settle. She said in a Zoom video, I think it kind of leaked out. She said ODL was coming live to Brazil very soon. So do I think Nubank will be using ODL? I would say yes. All right, I'm going to move just to a little bit of fun stuff, and then I'm going to wrap it up with a little fluff. This is extra_hardcore on Twitter, and he has a sponsor, and they're going to do this really fun promotion. They just kicked it off. It's very cool. He was the one that did my logo and my header on Twitter, and has done so many people in the community. The designs, he's just getting better and better and better, and he's doing some very, very good stuff. I think Jungle Inc. just had his makeover. Well, you'll see that he's got a new contest. It's a makeover contest, and it's all you have to do. It's really, really easy. Is you have to follow the sponsor here at MH_Schmidt, and you have to follow the XHdesigns_net. Okay, that's Extra Hardcore's Twitter handle, and then just like and retweet and comment what your favorite crypto is, and use the hashtag champion_crypto, and you're going to enter to win to get a custom NFT, new logo and banner, plus $100 in crypto. And I have a feeling you'll be able to get whatever it is that you put in your retweet. How cool is that? What a fun design too. I love the pinup girls. I have a lot of collectible pinup girl postcards from Japan. Very, very unique. And then I do have something interesting going on in the background. As you know, I'm involved in a couple of projects that are outside of my YouTube channel. I have one that is going to be able to be announced probably the first week in August, and I just want to give you a heads up to look for that, because it is something that is very cool coming to this space. It's a brand new platform. And no, this is not safe haven. I had a lot of people ask me, that's Momo. I had a lot of people ask me if this was safe haven. No, it's not. So I don't know, maybe they use some sort of design that's similar on their website, but no, this is something that has not launched. It's brand new, and I'm very much looking forward to bringing it to you. And then here you have something from James Rule XRP. This is so great. This is, well, actually it came from XRP Cryptic Dad. Right. And the way I saw it was through James Rule XRP. And you can see the coffee, and it has the XRP with the logo, and it's very cool. Well, what it is this company here that's called Drink Ripples. And they are a company that will do this in any drink that has foam, beer, coffee, margaritas. And what they do is they use not anything like food coloring, but they use natural ingredients. Let me just see if I can find it again here for you. The ingredients are, where were those ingredients? Where were those ingredients? Gosh, sorry. Oh, here we go. It's a coffee, malt, and carrot-based print pod. And the pod, I think, gives you 500 images and just takes 10 seconds to do. I love it. I think it's great branding, and I think it will be very, very successful. Those are the machines that do it, and it comes down and just puts that design right on top of the drink. How fun, huh? Look at that, even right after a photograph. Really fun stuff. All right, we're jumping to the fluff, everyone. I wanted to share with you this picture, which I thought was so great. I was really happy to be able to watch the championship with the gold medal that was achieved by Japan. This is the doubles, and it was super exciting. This is Mito-san on the right-hand side. She's just a little fireball when it comes to table tennis. And you know, they don't do the ribbons with the medals over your neck for purpose of trying to keep the social distancing. So I thought this was so touching that they did it for each other then and gave each other that special feeling of being awarded a medal instead of putting it on yourself. I just think there's just so much emotion in this particular photograph. I loved it. And then if you're hungry, which I am, I'm starving. It's a little bit after 9 p.m. And this ramen looks yummy, right? I could take any of those. Any one of them would be okay. Well, what it is, again, it comes out of a vending machine, but this time it comes out frozen. So there's a ramen shop, and of course with the current situation where you have to close early and you have to space your customers out, so many of these shops, especially the ramen shops, have really felt the economic turn down, and the restrictions have been just horrible for small businesses. So he put a vending machine out in front of his business, and you can pick up just for 1,000 yen, so it's like $9, and out comes the packets that are ready to boil, and you take it home, and it'll look something like this when it's done. Yeah, I know this person put a little bit of relish, like the green onions, the little tiny fish, and this looks like some sort of chili paste. But it's so popular. I am reading all about it on Twitter, and they say that people are just lining up and that it's selling out every day before like 7 p.m. So I really hit on a really good idea. So not everything in this tough time is negative. Some people really, that whole invention is the mother of necessity, right? It's perfect example. All right, everybody, do take care. Sayonara for now. Bye-bye.